Welcome to Secondary Voices and Topics from today's high school students.
Hello, everybody. This is Colton and
Kason.
yep. And today, I know it's been a while since we came out with the Cryptcast. Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. We were
You're
very
muted.
busy.
Why can't I hear you? Hello. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This could be an issue.
That's
But
weird. You're talking like your thing's there. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. All right. Sorry about that. We just
figured it out.
technical issue. Solve another mystery.
Yeah, it seems.
Mystery of the microphone.
Yeah, I had the wrong microphone.
Yep. It's all your fault. Okay. You want to get into it first, or should I just jump right into it? Because I have mine's more. Actually, I'll just go
Yeah,
first. Because I have
you go
more
first,
I have
'cause
more broad information. Okay. In West Virginian folklore, the Mothman is a humanoid creature reportedly seen in the Point Pleasant area from November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. That sounds like a Fortnite POI.
What?
Point Pleasant,
Point Pleasant.
like Pleasant Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Fortnite location leaked.
Yeah. The first newspaper report was published in the Point Pleasant Register dated November 16th, 1966, titled Couple Seeing a Man-Sized Bird, creature, something. The national press soon picked up the reports and helped spread the story across the United States. The source of the legend is believed to have originated from sightings of out of migration sandhill cranes or herons. It shows like a little thing against it. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a normal 6'2", 6'1" man, and the Mothman is like a good foot taller than him. It shows like a little image if you can see in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty freaky.
Pretty tall.
Mothman's tall.
Yep. The creature was introduced to a wider audience by Gray Barker in 1970 and was later popularized by John Cale in his 1975 book, The Mothman What's a weird looking word? I think it's I know the word. It's just not like prophecies. That's taking way too long to get. Claiming that there were paranormal events related to the sightings and the connections to the collapse of Silver Bridge. The book was later adapted into a 2002 film starring Richard Green. An annual festival in Pleasant Point, Point Pleasant, is devoted to the Mothman legend. I've actually there's like a bunch of TV shows about the Mothman. Like they're like really blatantly fake, but kind of good TV shows. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
ones that are like so bad it's good.
Exactly, yeah, kind of like that.
I found an article here that's pretty short. That
You
just
go,
goes
you go.
more into in depth about the why it stopped, and it opens and this is southernliving.com if you would like to fact check for yourself.
Read along with us, yeah.
The terrifying tale of West Virginia's legendary specter, the Mothman. Sightings of the Mothman are said to leave the witness with a deep sense of dread. That's how it opens. It's pretty freaky, in my opinion. In November 1966, grave diggers working in a cemetery in Clendenin, West Virginia, spotted a strange man-like figure in the trees above their heads. A few days later, two young couples from Point Pleasant. Dude, this is Fortnite. Swear to God.
Fortnite is corrupting the brain.
Can we not say this place right the first time?
Ever?
A few days later, two young couples from Point Pleasant reported a large creature with 10-foot wings whose eyes, quote, glowed red, chased them while driving near a former military munitions site outside town. Sightings of what area newspapers dubbed the Mothman continued throughout the following year, often leaving witnesses with a deep sense of dread. Many locals believe that the Mothman lived in a vacant nuclear power plant outside of Point Pleasant, perhaps an escaped product of some secret government experiment. That's a theory.
Did you know that the Mothman is actually in Fallout 76?
Oh my god! Did you hear about the Fortnite crossover with Mothman running the new POI, Point Pleasant?
It's leaked.
Leaked. You heard it here first, folks.
It's part of the new mythology update that's coming out soon.
Yep. However, the sightings abruptly stopped in 1967 after a horrific tragedy in Point Pleasant. The Silver Bridge, which carried U.S. Route 35 over the Ohio River, collapsed under the weight of heavy rush hour traffic, killing 46 people. Was it just a coincidence?
The Mothman ate the support beams.
Dude, yeah.
Like how they eat clothing. You're like, this one just eats concrete.
Later attributed to a fault suspension chain, the collapse didn't stop the conspiracy theories from spreading. In 1965, writer John Keel wrote a book titled The Mothman Prophecies, linking the bridge collapse, what he said. And it was turning into a movie, and then they made a Mothman festival.
Yeah, they do that to celebrate the myth.
Yeah.
Because obviously something like that would bring a lot of like money and revenue into your town.
Yeah. There's no way to truly determine what exactly haunted the skies of Point Pleasant in the mid-1960s. Some credit the sightings to the migration of sandhill cranes, while others believe it was a large owl that wasn't native to the area.
I do not think there's a 7-foot owl just chilling. Maybe
However, there are a lot of things that Mothman could be mistaken for because there are a lot of...
That's true, like how Nessie was mistaken for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like, it could be an eel, but no, Nessie's real. We discussed this last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was solved back in...
Yeah, we're like the final say on all these
February.
conspiracies.
Yeah, we're the government.
Yep. Really, we just read from leaked government documents, and these websites are just to throw you off.
That's right.
It's our own conspiracy. We are cryptids. Nobody's ever seen us.
Yeah. Next topic, us.
Where were we last sighted?
Somewhere.
Oh, no.
Here, there, you know. They're just around. All right.
If you look hard enough, maybe you'll find us.
Maybe. Here's 7... so dumb. 7 chilling Mothman encounters.
Oh.
Wow! Here, hang on.
Do you want to read...
I'll read like 3 or 4, yeah.
All right.
7 chilling Mothman encounters.
I'm so freaked out right now. That knocked my socks off.
Yep, he's on the ground.
I'm crying right now.
Yep. Mothman is a cryptid that is often forgotten. There have been numerous sightings. Why is that just a sentence? Mothman is a cryptid that is often forgotten. Sentence. Okay? There have
Thanks
been
for telling us.
Yeah. Thank you. Anything else? There have been numerous sightings, and many try to dismiss them by saying it's just a giant bird. Is it possible that everyone saying they saw him confused it with a bird each time? Well, that seems to be a debate. It is said that he is a harbinger of horrible situations and catastrophic events, like what's it called? Like black cats. Like you're dead. Like opening an umbrella inside a house.
Yeah, breaking mirrors and running under ladders.
Yeah, you break a mirror and you're just like, all right, you're dead.
You break a mirror, you're like, oh, gotta go in the Baltic.
Yep. Buried alive. However, not every Mothman sighting has been resulted in mayhem and destruction. Some have seen him from we'll just refresh the page. From afar. Either he doesn't cause bridge collapses. Either he doesn't cause bridge collapses and earthquakes, or maybe people took his warning seriously. Therefore, there was no destruction and death. These stories will press your boundaries of your imagination and possibly your fear.
I'm waiting for these to press my fear.
Oh, this is like theories about it. This is not
It's just
7
theory.
chilling Mothman encounters.
I'm so disappointed right now.
I know. Those brave souls may perhaps find these tales to be entertaining and maybe questionable. Whatever it is. Ooh,
Well, when we don't have a story planned, we can always go to the trusty Reddit.
yeah, because everything's very
Everything's on
credible
Reddit.
there.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you choose to believe, it's likely that you'll find these stories to be entertainingly spookily, or interesting at the least. It's up to you to decide if the Mothman is here as a warning or if he's the bringer of doom. Ultimately, it's up to you whether he even exists. Dim the lights and cuddle up with your blanket so the Mothman can't get you. Hang on.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So scary. All right, you want to read this part?
Sure, yeah.
There you go. Bye-bye, Blackjack.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
A horrid humanoid with enormous wings, a black headless body, and red glowing eyes that sent a message of doom to anyone who saw it rose above the horizon of Chernobyl and Pripyat. Several employees in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant's control room in the days before the disaster claimed to have seen the being known as the Black Bird of Chernobyl. This nuclear power plant, located in northern Ukraine, those lucky enough to witness the creature reportedly experienced terrifying dreams and ominous phone calls. Others maintain that the Chernobyl blackbird was a variation of the mythical Mothman, whose appearance always precedes the impending catastrophe. In 1986, the Chernobyl disaster was brought on by a defective reactor operated by unqualified staff. The radioactive reactor core caused at least 5% of radioactive materials to be released into the environment because of steam explosions and fires, which led to the deposition of radioactive materials across Europe. If Mothman is real, he didn't cause this, but he sure showed up for it. Now,
Just get a good seat, good view.
he's sitting on top of a mountain watching this happen.
Yep. Yeah, he's getting the snacks. And
A little bit of popcorn,
yeah.
big old bucket.
It's like watching the new Kung Fu Panda in theaters tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I have to buy a ticket.
I know.
I need
already
to
got
watch
one.
this. You do?
Yeah. I'm excited for that, dude.
I actually need to see that, though.
We're sponsored by Kung Fu Panda. That's right.
We're
not.
No, we're not. I wish. That'd be so sick.
That'd be awesome, dude. We should interview Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, all right, here's the next story if you want to.
The Kung Fu Panda.
Literal. We're just bringing a panda.
Or Jack Black. Be fine with either or.
Yeah. Both are pretty cool.
Panda's better. In reality, the first of several strange sightings occurred about 85 miles away from Pleasant Point in Glendon, West Virginia. After hearing rustling in the trees above them, 5 grave diggers looked up and, whoa, hang on, and what they saw to be a flying man directly above them. Many more reports were going to trickle in over the coming days. Whoa, it's almost like whatever you had, this website just like snatched it up.
Yeah.
A large bird with red eyes was described by 2 volunteer firemen between November 1966 and December 1967. Point Pleasant was the subject of at least 100 reports from people of all ages describing them a monster that could soar straight into the air like a helicopter. Every witness told the same bird man with bat-like wings and glowing hypnotic red eyes. After 500 phone calls were made to Mary Hire, a reporter covering the Mothman sightings at the time about this enigmatic creature, strange skylights, electrical interference, eerie humming noises, and UFO sightings. A year after the Mothman sighting started, tragedy struck. In 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed during the heaviest traffic, killing 46 people, and the Mothman vanished, or perhaps went on to watch more chaos.
What? You know, from these stories, I don't think the Mothman is really that bad.
Mothman saves lives.
What?
What?
All right, we have to read this one.
We do.
Oh, did you say the article this is, by the way?
AZ Animals.
AZAnimals.com if you want to follow along. This one's about Mothman saving lives. And this is what I was literally just about to say. What if the Mothman is trying to save people? What if his appearance is a warning to prevent the chaos he foretells? In 1978, a group of miners in Freiburg, Germany, came face to face with an object blocking the entrance to the mine that had appeared to be headless and had glowing red eyes on its chest. They initially believed it to be a man wearing a trench coat, but they soon realized it was a set of enormous black wings that had spread out. The miners remained at the mine entrance, dumbfounded and staring at the creature until it let out a spine-tingling screech. I would screech, but I'm not actually going to do that.
I hope.
And it caused...
You hear my screech?
Dude, that was so freaky.
So freaky.
My ears are bleeding.
It was so freaky that you guys can't hear it.
My spine tingled.
My wings grew and I took off like a helicopter.
The men witnessed a seismic rumble and a dust plume shooting from the mine as it collapsed an hour later. Most of the men would have perished if they had arrived at their station in the mine as usual. They believed the Freeburg Shrieker may have saved their lives. Can the Mothman be helpful to those who believe the lore?
The lore?
The lore. It's like FNAF.
The
The Mothman is a part of FNAF.
The Lorax.
The Lorax.
Yep. Mothman is the Lorax. He speaks for the tweens.
My goodness. He's really just pissed at everybody.
That'd be funny.
I found a Reddit story, by the way.
All right, you can read that. I'm done with this article. It says bogus.
All right, this is from r/cryptid creatures from user Striker1435. And here's how it begins. My brother claims to have seen something truly evil. I don't know what to think. This is my brother's first-hand account. On February 23rd of 2024, this is recent, I was driving my motorcycle around Chattanooga, Tennessee.
It's a funny name.
It's a pretty funny name.
How'd it go, babe?
Around 10 p.m. The moon was full and the weather was perfect. I went from Chattanooga to Fort Oglethorpe into the Chickamauga battlefield.
Like
Apparently, Tennessee has a lot of wacky names.
I think a what's it called? A toddler.
Toddler
these
just named
names.
all these. Yeah.
We want to name this.
I went from Chattanooga to Fort Oglethorpe into Chickamauga battlefield. I turned left onto a road and then right onto another road. Great storytelling.
Left on the road, right another road. Wow.
I had my bright LED headlights illuminating all the trees and Civil War statues.
Oh my God, dude, I hate people with LED headlights.
Dude, they're so bright. Like
they piss me off.
they are just illegal brights.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Yeah. It's like I'll be driving down the road and I'll be like, I can't see.
Yeah, they'll like illuminate the back of your head.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure they like wrap around, like go in your eyes and go right back out to like the top.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I hate them.
Maybe that's the next cryptid LED
LED lights. Yeah.
At 10:30 p.m., I drove up on a reflection at a distance of 200 to 300 feet away. I immediately thought it was out of place and unusual. No vehicles. And I'm about 3/4 a mile from the main road through the battlefield. Driving closer and closer, the reflection is about 7 feet off the ground by a tall statue, about 12 feet tall and 3 feet by 6 feet rectangular. Wow, these, really glad they got these exact measurements for the story.
His left eye was 7 inches and right eye was 6.
And his left leg was a little bit longer than his right leg. It's kind of weird.
About 3/4 of an inch. Like, you must be like a carpenter or like a very experienced
because
carpenter.
like he's driving while like he saw this.
Yeah, you have to be paying attention to the road.
The statue is
Bust up
either
the tape measure mid-drive.
Yeah. he just like pulls it out, like gets out of his car, walks over to the statue.
You can kill me later. Hang on, I gotta test this out.
Statue is either marble or granite
This from our Reddit
and
store.
smooth. Nothing to hold on to. And this reflection begins moving. I'm now about 100 feet away, and the reflection disappears behind the statue for about 2 seconds. I was confused and kind of freaked out because I thought that it was a huge man trying to hide from me.
It'd be so funny to see. Like, you know Noel de Zales?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine him as like hot mom too.
Yeah. Like, just a guy on stilts.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the god on stilts.
Then it reappeared and moved from behind the statue to rotate. What?
Me too.
It moved from behind the statue to rotate, still being behind it as I drove by. I was driving about 25 miles an hour on a barren road. I think any rational person would be speeding on that, right?
Well, it depends on define like as in barren. Does it
Like
mean,
he said
like an
earlier.
actual road, or like it's like a dirt road, because that's still dangerous to go speeding down.
Well, yeah, sure, but I think it's paved. It's a battlefield.
Yeah, I don't speed. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, right.
That's a true statement.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's surprising, but it's
Nerd.
true.
I
Hey,
was just
yeah.
kidding. Sorry, that was mean.
Good ad.
It was a dark black figure constantly moving, at about 7 feet tall with huge eyes. They reflected so brightly. Shades of orange, greens, and whites. These eyes were like tangerines, huge. Immediately, I felt terror, a horrible fear and goosebumps all over my body. I
That's when-
sped away, freezing and shaking, hoping it wasn't chasing me.
That's when you like swerve and hit that thing.
Dude, that'd be like the catch of the night.
We got dinner for next 5 months.
But I sped away, freezing and shaking, hoping it wasn't chasing me, but it left me alone. Whatever it was something I've never encountered. I'm an avid hunter here in North Georgia, and I've had several experiences with wildlife at night. There was no animal, in my humble opinion. Wait,
That's when you
this
get,
was
that's-
no animal, in my humble opinion.
That's when you get like a 308 out. That thing is gonna shred whatever is near the way.
Get like a,
Or some rip rounds for 9mm.
yeah.
You know what those are?
They, kind of. I mean, they're
It's like
the,
shrapnel. They hit and they just go.
yeah.
Yeah, that would suck to be hit
Very
with.
inhumane, because that would,
Oh yeah, no, like
that would-
that person, whoever you hit, they're gone.
yeah.
You could use on like some of those wild boars that are like destroying the
Mhm.
ecosystem.
I'm no expert in anything, but this experience felt supernatural and evil. It watched me from behind the statue, even while I was driving past it. I don't know how to explain it. This really happened. What the heck is going on here? Has anyone else heard of any similar sightings in the Northwest Georgia area? Thanks in advance. That was the guy.
Think he's lying.
I think he's lying.
He's lying. Just play like a lion roar effect. Perfect. All right, that's all the time we have today. I think we're cutting it a little too long, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't had an episode in a while, so
That's true.
giving him
that's true.
giving something. All right. So, what are your thoughts on the Mothman?
I mean, at least he ain't eating my clothes.
That's true. At least he's not dissolving my things.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I think as my final thought here for this episode, I think the Mothman is pretty cool. I don't think he's an evil being. I think he's a chill guy. I think he's just like hanging out, you know?
I think he's gonna eat my socks in my sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
very curious. We'll see you next time on the Cryptcast.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Watch your socks.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Secondary. If you enjoy this content, then please, by all means, share it out. Subscribe to us on Spotify and all the other platforms where you listen to your podcast. Until the next episode, we'll see you then.